gorgeous people, how are we? I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and you're able to spend it with family and friends or people that you love. It is now Boxing Day. I've just had a 2-show day and I woke up this morning to drive from my parents' house up to Rotherham, and so I am absolutely exhausted and my makeup is giving crust. So yeah, that's why I look a little bit crazy right now. But we are finally getting around to filming this damn Q&A. I have been wanting to film this for so long, but I just haven't had the willpower, honestly, for want of a better word. Just haven't had the inspiration to pick up the camera right now. I think because my schedule is so intense, and yeah, it's just been a manic lead up to Christmas and getting all my presents sorted and things like that when we're on such a manic schedule. But anyway, I'm here now and we're gonna film this Q&A. I asked on my Instagram for a load of questions related to Panto, but some of them aren't. I'm just gonna sort of answer them in any particular order. I got quite a few, so that is really good. Let's start at the very beginning with how long was the audition process and what did you have to do? So this was the most crazy audition process I've ever done in my entire life. So as you guys probably know, I was announced really late to the show. Everyone else had been announced, everyone had done a photo shoot, and they still did not have Maid Marian. I don't actually know quite what happened there. I'm pretty sure that maybe they tried to offer it to somebody else and then there was complications. But anyway, I did not have a Panto for Christmas time, and I think that's because myself and my agent would prefer me to do some sort of Christmas musical if I can, just to sort of keep topping up my CV with new musical theatre shows. But I do love Panto, and if there's no shows available like that, I would love to do a Panto. But Pantos cast their principals in, like, some of them as early as May, if not June, July and August. And at that point, no Christmas shows have even started auditioning. So we waited it out. And then I'm getting closer to Christmas and I still don't have a Panto, and I say to my agent, look, please, is there any Pantos? And there was a few bopping about. I got them for one, which I vlogged and just got cut first round. So that wasn't meant to be. And then Kieran said, wait, my Panto's still looking for a principal girl. Do you want me to see if I can get you in? I was like, yeah, absolutely. A couple of days after that conversation, my agent messaged me saying, hi, we've got a really urgent self-tape for a Panto, Maid Marian in Robin Hood. And I was ill. I was sick as a dog, and I just slapped some makeup on my face and said, listen, I'm ill, but I'm gonna try. And I submitted that self-tape, and then within an hour I had a contract in my inbox. Like, they were clearly desperate at this point to cast somebody in this role. All I had to do was 2 different sides. One was Jill from Jack and the Beanstalk, and one was Beauty from Beauty and the Beast, or Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And yeah, and then I did a song, which was Walking on Sunshine. So yeah, that was like the easiest job I've ever got in my life, but here I am, and yeah, it's strange. Everything happens for a reason, I think. So these 2 next questions kind of go hand in hand. What's your favourite part of doing a Panto, and what's the hardest thing about doing a Panto? So my favourite part of doing a Panto is just completely using a different skill set to usual. It is such a craft being good at Panto, and I wouldn't say that I'm an expert yet. Like, I've done one Panto, like this is my second Panto, and I have learned so much, and I love to be like a sponge and like learn from those around me. And you know, some people who are doing Panto with us this year have done Panto for 12, 15 years, and they literally know everything about Panto, and so to just learn everything from them is the best. And also to feel like I'm sort of a little fish in a big pond is quite nice. I absolutely love trying out new things with different audiences and seeing if it works, seeing if they laugh, seeing if they don't laugh. And yeah, you can just be a lot more spontaneous, which I really like. I'd say the hardest thing is definitely the schedule. I mean, we have 14 show weeks without a day off, without any rest. Sometimes we have 6 show weekends, 3 shows on Saturday, 3 shows on Sunday. That is so hard, by the time you get to the last show on that Sunday, you feel like your life isn't real and that you're a robot and you're just programmed and you're just like walking around the stage just hoping the lines will come out. And it's surprising actually how well we are able to cover that up as actors, but we're definitely so tired, we're drained, our social battery's drained. Like even having the ability to pick up this camera and talk right now is something that I've not had in, you know, a fair few days. So yeah, I would definitely say the schedule. You have to eat, sleep, breathe Panto, and that's okay because it's just for a month normally. And but yeah, I would say that's really hard. Next question is, as a performer, is it vital to have a Panto in your credits? I am in 3rd year of drama school. Some people never do Panto ever and they just do musicals, and they're very lucky that way that they can just go from musical to musical. I would not say it's vital at all. The only thing I would say is if you are wanting to do Panto, it's harder to get a Panto if you've not done a Panto before, especially if you wanted to play roles. They pretty much always either ask or look at your CV to see if you've done Panto before, because as I said before, it's just like a whole different craft and a different art form. And to even have the Panto timing, and for me, like I have a classic principal girl voice that I do, and that is something that I've learned by doing Panto. It just took the first person to give me an opportunity to sort of explore that. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessary to have it on your CV for your career though. I don't think it really makes a difference. What's your favourite way to wind down from Panto on your time off? As I said before, we only have like 1 day off. So normally that consists of getting out of the house if I can, at least once in the day, even if it's just a walk like 5 minutes down the road to like B&M, or to just pop to Tesco to get myself a meal deal, even if it's not like a full shop, just to get out of the house. There's not really much to do here, honestly. It's pretty crappy for like coffee shops and things like that. So yeah, just getting a little bit of fresh air is a must, because it is so easy to just sit and rot on the sofa, or in my case, my bed, which is this sofa that pulls in and out. When I get up in the morning, sometimes I just can't be bothered to put it away, so then chilling becomes chilling in bed rather than on the sofa. And I feel like that does make a big impact on your mental health, your mental well-being, because it definitely helps to come and sit in the living room on the sofa and watch something with a cup of tea or something like that, rather than sitting in bed. It just feels different, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sometimes a little bit lazy with that. On my day off, I will try and get all of my jobs done. So I'll do some washing. I'll probably do like a big meal prep or something to last me a few days, and just have a bath and just take care of myself. Probably try and rest my voice as much as possible. And yeah, honestly, I don't really get up too much on my days off because it is so important that I get that rest time. But rest for me includes getting outside a little bit, else I'll just go a little bit do-lally. What's your favourite Christmassy sweet treat? I would definitely say a mince pie. Cannot go wrong. Lots of questions about working with Kieran again. How is it working with Kieran again? What's your favourite part about working with Kieran again? I'd say it's definitely just having that familiar face and that like comfort blanket. Like coming home with Kieran is just like a warm hug, do you know what I mean? Like if I've had a bad day or anything like that, he will always pick me up and boost me, and it's vice versa. If he's had a bad day, I will be the one that puts on the positive pants and sort of lifts him up. And just having that one person that I already know that I can rely on, that knows me back to front, upside down, it's literally like having a brother or a best friend that I literally live with and I can tell anything to. So yeah, that's just been really, really nice, especially because going into Panto, you have a very, very short amount of time to get to know each other. I mean, we literally had 5 days rehearsal and then moved into the theatre and went into tech, and it was all chaos. So it's only really now that I'm really getting to know some of the other people. So definitely in those first couple of weeks, it was nice to have somebody that already had my back, you know. Will we see India again? Absolutely, of course. I mean, she lives in London now and I'm moving to London in January for a couple of months, so we'll definitely have to do some sort of day out in London vlog, so stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. What is your character? I play the wonderful maid Mazza, as we like to call her, Maid Marion, and she is Robin Hood's love interest. She is literally in the Panto, I think, to give Robin somebody to fall in love with. And actually it's really cool the way they've done it with this script in particular because I actually hang around with all of the Merry Gang a lot more than Robin even does, because Robin's always off hunting rabbits and all that jazz. So I actually get to do some of the real comedy stuff with the Merry Gang. How many shows have you got in the run? I'm pretty sure it's about 72 or something like that. So a lot to fit into a month. Yeah. I start Panto on Monday. How do you still make time for your life? Or is it 100% Panto only? There is no life here. That sounds really blunt and bleak, but it is so true. I mean, I have 2 days off in the new year, the 1st and the 2nd I have off, and that will feel like I have a life, and I'm going back to London and I'm seeing my best friend and everything like that. So that is when I have time for life. I do not really have time for life when I only have 1 day off, because I really need to use that day to be zen and rest. People have asked if me and Kieran are dating, and the answer is absolutely not. Do you do more singing than in Greece or last year's Panto? I mean, definitely more singing than in Greece, because in Greece I literally sang, "Was it love at first sight?" And I sang, "You'll have it made in the shade." And a wop and a lube up. That's all I sang in Greece. And in this one I have my opening number, which is pretty much a solo with BVs, and then I have Stargazing, which is mine and Kieran's duet, which I sing a lot in. I have bits and bobs to sing in Don't Stop Believing and also in Footloose. So yeah, I definitely sing a lot more in this. Is it more than last year's Panto? I'd say they're pretty on par. What's your favourite costume? I love you so much. Love you too. My favourite costume, I only have 2. I wear 1 through, oh actually no, I have 3. Oh, that changes things. So I have my opening costume, which is the low waist satin number. Don't really like her, honestly. I think it's very unflattering on my body. I then have my pyjamas, which are just from Primark. They're very comfy actually, and they fit really well. And then I have my glitzy green finale outfit. It's a tie, I think, between the pyjamas and the green at the end, because the pyjamas are just so comfy, and then I just love wearing pyjamas on stage. I think I've done that in most shows I've done now, just worn pyjamas on stage. Yeah, but I do love the green. She's fancy. Why do people get bikes that sound like that? Bloody ridiculous. And the last question, how long do you get to rehearse? Was your period shorter as a later casting? So I actually started rehearsals with everyone else. No, tell a lie actually. Kieran and I started rehearsals a day late. Everyone started on the Saturday. Kieran and I still had a show of Grease on that Saturday night, so we weren't free to rehearse on that Saturday. Then everyone had the Sunday off and we joined on the Monday, but basically we started rehearsing with everyone else, and I started rehearsing at the same time as Kieran, even though I was cast late. That being said, our rehearsal process was incredibly short. We rehearsed every day, 9 till 8 p.m. Such a long day, like seriously going a bit crazy by the end of it. And we did Monday through to Thursday rehearsals. On the Friday morning, we ran the show in front of our producer, so the show had to be finished. And then on the Saturday, we started tech in the theatre, running through everything. Bearing in mind, I didn't know a single line off by heart on the Monday. Like, I don't know how I knew that show by the Friday. I have so many lines, barely leave the stage really. I have like 1 20-minute break, but other than that, I'm go, 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 literally minute quick change, on you go, off you go, on you go. So yeah, I'm really proud and impressed by myself, and it's just made me realise actually the brain is so capable, and if I really need to do something, if there's a pressure on the situation, I can absolutely learn something. So for auditions and stuff, when I maybe don't learn a script, but I know I'll be able to perform it better without the script, but maybe I don't learn it because I don't feel like I've got enough time. I definitely do have time. I'm definitely capable, and this situation taught me that for sure. But yeah, so we started the tech on the Saturday, and then we had the Sunday off, and then I think we had some sort of open dress on the Thursday. So we had a few days in tech, obviously going through the show really slowly, so that helped let everything sink in. And then, yeah, we opened the next Thursday. So it was a very short rehearsal process. I've never had that before in my life. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you have a happy new year as well. I'm hoping to get this video out as soon as possible. I'll probably sit and edit it tonight. And yeah, stay tuned for more vlogs in the new year. Thank you so much for watching. Lots of love.